Hi, my name is Laura Brandenburg from Bridging the Gap, and we help mid-career professionals start business analyst careers. I have a personal story to share with you today that really has a lesson in it that's relevant for how you approach your business analyst career and your goals in particular. Back in September 2018, our family was significantly impacted by Hurricane Florence. We evacuated for 9 days, and there were points in time, especially before we left, that it looked like a Category 4 hurricane was going to have a direct hit on the area in which we live. This is our house, our home. We just bought this last year, and we love it here. We love being on the ocean. There's two things I did that seemed a little quirky from the outside, but were very inspiring to people in my community, and I want to share them with you and have you think about how you could apply them for your own goal. Because of course we wanted to come back to our home, to our community, to everything being fine, right? But we knew we had to leave, and when the hurricane comes, it's coming, and it's slow and it's painful. So the first thing I did before we knew whether it was going to hit or not hit and where it was going to be, the weekend before, before there was the big run on the stores, right? I went to the stores to stock up on canned goods in case we were going to be here and be out of power for a while, or potentially be out of power for a while, and water, and just to get all those essential supplies. And this was Sunday, and I walked past the flowers, and I bought the flowers. Now it was kind of a ridiculous thing because we ended up evacuating on Tuesday, and things were kind of looking like we might evacuate or kind of like we might not, right? And so there was every reason not to spend $5 or $10 on flowers, right? Oh, we might not even be here, to enjoy them. I bought the flowers, right? It lightened up our house. When they covered up our windows the next day, the flowers were a bright spot in our house, and it raises your vibration. So what is the beautiful thing that you could bring into your life that just sets the tone? Is it a vibrant top? This is one of my more vibrant tops. It's perfect to be wearing today, right? Is it a piece of jewelry? Is it the flowers? Is it a stone? Is it just painting your walls, a color, a touchstone, something that adds more beauty and joy to your life, that just lifts you up? And the way that just brought more color and joy to our lives just added this flavor of this is a hard time, but we can celebrate the good as well. So that's the first touchstone I have to you. The second one is, as we left, I was packing up the wine cooler, right? Because we were still evacuating where we might lose power, and we gotta have supplies. So I was packing up things like that, and I consciously left a bottle of champagne in the wine cooler. I was like, this is what we're gonna drink when we come home and get to celebrate returning to our house. And I posted about this on Facebook. And so I posted it with two things. First, I posted a picture of our house and the champagne in the wine cooler, and just that I had anchored that in, we left it. So it was an anchor to me. It was something to visualize besides the pictures of the hurricane coming, right? Oh, I've got that bottle of champagne in the wine cooler, and we're going home to that. It also became this touchstone for everyone in my online community to believe in us. Because I had people asking me Laura, when do you get to go back and drink that bottle of champagne? And my mom telling me Laura, people are so excited and they're so into that bottle of champagne, right? And so it became a touchstone for me. It also became a touchstone for a lot of people beyond me in helping see me coming back to our home. So when we talk about career goals, because it's the same process, whether you're trying to manifest coming home to your house or to achieving a goal in your personal or your business life. If you have a job title you want to have, start talking about yourself as hey, I'm a business analyst and this is what I do, right? If you have a responsibility you want to hold, hey, I do this, right? So it's about anchoring in where you want to be instead of where you're at. Because where I was at that time is my house is going to fall down to the ground. I better take that champagne with me, right? That was like the negative thought that spun through my head. And the positive reframe, the choice I made was, no, I'm going to leave it here because I'm coming back for it, right? So how can you take that flip of your current reality, that current negative thought, that nobody's going to hire me as a business analyst because, right? And like, no, they're going to hire me as a business analyst. Like literally, where could you anchor that in? Where could you put that touchstone in place so that you're seeing it again and again and again? And then how could you share it with other people so they start to see it for you and they start to believe in you? And there were times I needed people believing in me more than I believed in myself, right? I needed people seeing that space for me. And so having that touchstone out there and having people see it for me and communicate with me and ask me about it helped bring me back to that positive space I had cultivated in that random couple of moments as we were rushing out the door. So those are our anchors. Those are how our touchstones can pull us forward and to help us achieve the goal. And so I hope that you take something. This is a little bit of Laura's woo-woo side, but take something from this, of something big that's in your life, something that you really want, something that feels not here yet. And how can you anchor it in? How can you feel like you're already there? What piece can you celebrate now? Or what anchor can you put in? What bottle of champagne can go in your fridge with the tag on it, like for the day I get that XYZ job, right? So, or that XYZ responsibility, or host this new and improved stakeholder meeting, or speak up in a meeting a way I didn't think I could, right? Celebrating those when they happen and preparing to celebrate them in advance so that you're telling yourself they're important to you. And you're sending the sign for others too that they're important to you. And that's what creates new opportunities. So again, I hope you have a takeaway. I'd love to hear how this lands with you. Go ahead and leave me a comment below of how you're manifesting your goal. And again, my name is Laura Brandenburg from Bridging the Gap, and we help business analysts, we help mid-career professionals start business analyst careers.